let's paint the bison. We went to Yellowstone over the summer, and I took some picture of the bisons. But this photo took by my good friends, Laurie, is really good for us to start practicing the shapes and colors. Let's start it. I'm gonna take some water. I'm gonna take this color, just the three colors together, so have a little bit kind of brown colors. I have to decide on how much of the background, the wood, which you're gonna keep. Sometimes you try to figure out in your mind and may not really work. It's kind of like nothing holding on it. First, I'm probably going to look at the main object first. It looks like this bison, it should be a little bit more toward the left, because I want to have a little bit showing the water over here. I'm going to move it a little bit more toward the left, like this. So this is a big composition step. You don't need to draw any details or any complicated stuff. Just the first thing, I'm going to put it there. And I'll show a little water over here, and have a little bit of the thing on the side, a little green color over here. And this is also a little green color going this way, like that, right? Now we think about, do we want to actually have something over here? Or no? If we just have the light brown color all the way extended to the top, looks a little bit boring. So maybe include a little bit. But when I include this, I don't want to have too much jump between these two colors. You have too much jump, the people are going to look at that instead of looking at the bison, right? So also now I want you to thinking about, do you want to move the bison a little bit higher or make it even lower? So you need to decide on this. So there's no rush into the first step. Never rush. It just take you a couple more minutes. And if you rush through it, and your decisions may not be as good as you wanted it, right? So now what I want to do, I'm going to make it even darker, add a little bit more blue color in here, a little red. Okay, now I'm going to do a little changes. I'm going to try it. I can erase my ideas. So now I'm going to move it like an inch higher now, like this. And then you're going to open your mind to see how it looks. Is that too high? Or do you actually, the idea is, do you want something going on at the front over here, right? It may be a little bit too high, isn't it? No? Oh, you like it? Okay. So I'm going to just keep it like that. So the composition is already done. And do you want it a little bit more to the left, a little bit more to the right? What do you think? Just like that? You can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Now, what I'm going to do, I just going to, since I already have this color over here, I think the color a little bit cooler because most of the body is a little in the shadow. So I'm going to just add a little blue color to it. Now, I'm going to make this like this. Just fill in the shape. This is what I mean, the shape. This is a shape with this color. So you need to think about, is this color a little too light, a little bit too dark? And should I make it darker? Okay, let's make it a little bit darker than that. Let's get a little black color over here. But I don't want to use the black color to mix the whole color because I only need a little. So I'm going to just mix the corner over here. And that's it. So I have some better habit, okay? And then only the dark color at the bottom over here. Like that. That's just one big shape. Now, what's the next shape? The majority shape, actually, the grass, the dry grass. So I'm going to keep this brush on the side over here. I'm going to use a bigger brush. What I'm going to do, I'm going to mix the color for the grass. So see, before I mix with the red color, I just going to mix a little green color over here. That's beautiful green. Is that the potato blue with the yellow? And so I'm going to just put a little color over here. And this color, put it thin. Because quite a bit of water into it. Like I'm just gonna put it over here, and a little green color over here too, like that, and a little green color over here too, and a little bit more yellow, like that. And later we're gonna put some thicker color, and then make it a little bit more solid. Okay. First, I'm going to mix quite a bit. I'm gonna get a little white color now and mix it in here. A little red, mix it in here. You see how easy you can mix any color. A little yellow. And this is very much look like that. The white color, it actually make the color look thicker, a little bit more opaque. So I'm gonna, like say, a little color over here, those are considered details. You don't want to do it now. So you just mix this color over here and leave a little green underneath, okay? Like this. And let's see, just put it like here, like that. That's good, right? Do it, keep it easy. Like that. And coming over here. And let's look at the smaller connection later. Let's just get a little bit more white color and just put it in here. So that's the front. Now mix the color over here, and it's gonna get a little bit darker after it dries. I'm gonna have a little bit more white mixed into this color. I'm gonna put it over here. You're only allowed to look at the big area, okay? Not the small area, like the big connection. I'm gonna cut it over here. Then a little curve in the back over here, like this. Now, coming on this side. Well, we're gonna come back to fine tune the shape, the big shape of the bison. I just try to put the big color into the space and to see how we feel, and then come back to do the adjustment. Like that. Now we're gonna come into the color in the back. We already have some kind of blue color in here, so I'm gonna mix this color, mix a little red coming over here. That's a little bit too warm, so I'm gonna get a little blue again, like this, and get a little yellow color. I get this little yellow color. That's pretty good. And what about here? But I don't want to have the dark color over here compete with this color, so I need to make it much lighter. So I'm gonna get a little yellow in here. Like a little gray. Now get a little bit more white. Now mix this color. You see, this is what we have been doing last week. Is about value, right? How dark is the color? Now you want to think about how dark is supposed to be dark enough, or how dark it would be too dark. Now, and there's not much details in the background over here. Now I think about, I'm going to push it a little more. I'm going to make it even lighter. I'm just going to put the light color in this, to this space. Just give it enough suggestions that people think, oh, there must be tree in the background, you know. And that's it, like this. And you don't have to describe too much. Sometimes when you're saying it again and again, or maybe telling people in all the details, the people feel a little bit bored. I think it's good enough. Now I'm gonna fix a little bit the edge over here. I'm gonna get a little bit more white color. And simple. A little bit like that. Look like similar, the feeling of the grass. Most of the colors already in the painting. Now what I want to do, I'm gonna get a little bit blue. That's it. Could be a little bit more white. Like this. Now I'm going to put this color right over here. So you see the color, you put it there, and that's simple. And you're doing painting, you don't want to complicate what you can do with the painting or what you're going to do. You don't have to think about, oh, I'm going to make the water. No, you're not make the water, right? You're just putting the blue color over there. You're not actually make the water. Okay, maybe I can open up a little bit, have a little bit more. Coming up like this. That's good. So I'm going to cover a little bit because His head is a little bit higher, like that. That's good. Now the next thing we're going to do is to fine-tune the shape, the big shape of this beautiful animal. Okay. Now I'm going to wash my brush. It's pretty good. If you've done this step this far, the people can get the idea. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to make the brush a little bit dry. I don't want to have too much water in the continuous painting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix the color again. I'm going to mix the red over here. I'm going to take even a little bit more medium so it running a little bit more, the color look a little bit more liquidated. And get a little bit more blue color into here. That's good. I have this color. I'm going to take a look. And maybe a little bit lighter color. I'm going to start from the top. Okay, this color. Right, I'm going to come back over here. Now I look at the shape again. Look at this color. A little bit thicker now. Okay, that's good. Coming down like this. And look at the top over here and the neck. Like this. Right, that's good. Take a look at the shape. Okay, now I'm going to continue. This color looks very good, like that. Big brush. And coming over here, look at the back, look at the angle. And this come up a little bit. That's good. Actually, I'm going to move it up over here. I apply the light on the top of this color. And there's some backlight, like this. That's good. And I'm going to have a little bit lighter color. Now you can see the light color over here. Now you see a little smaller shape inside the big shape. Right? If you see it now, I can put it right here. And a little bit lighter shape. And that's it. That's good. Now I come to a head. Just a little by little, gradually going into more and more definitions. I get a little bit red if it's that too cool, too cold. And a little bit more over here. And add a little black, maybe. A little bit, like this. That's for the head over here. And pay attention to the shape. And the front over here, I'm going to decide to move the face a little bit more toward the right. I'm going to apply the light color on the top of this color. It's okay. Now, looking for the shape. Only the shape. Like that. That actually kind of connected on this side. Now I'm going to at the bottom a little bit darker. So add a little bit black color in it. A little bit red. And coming here, do you see that? The leg coming down over here. Like this. Good. And then another leg on this side. That's good. And a leg over here. And even come out a little bit. Like that will be fine. So you need to really have fun with the painting. Okay, not just, I have to do the work. Okay. Moving it down like this. Okay. Now I'm going to go into the grass again. Now the second one. And now what I'm going to do, first I clean the brush. I'm going to dry it with the paper tissue, the paper towel, making sure it's dry enough. This is just the base color. Okay. Now I'm going to come back over here, get a little bit green, and this beautiful, but a little bit more yellow, right? Now get a little bit white color. Yes, looks good. A little bit more yellow, maybe, like this. Now ready, the color, very thick. Now what I want to do, I'm going to put this color right over here, like that. Looking for it, and what are the smaller shape, and then when it moves away, it had a little bit gray color, and when you get to the gray color, you just mix with the complementary colors, which is the red. And maybe a little color over here. That's good. And coming to over here, this side, and add a little white color into over here, make it a little bit lighter. And here you go. I have a little color, a bit lighter over here, like this. Just have fun, okay? Painting will relax you. Okay, now I'm gonna take this color and coming over here too. Follow the motion of those colors. If they're coming up like this, keep it, and a little bit coming down like this, and put it there. Now that's good. I'm getting there. And over here in the front over here, I also need to, oh God. Okay, now this color, I'm gonna look like a little bit warmer, like a bit of a light brown color, so that's good. Like this, have the big brush coming up like this. We're not doing too much details yet, but try to suggesting the texture, okay? Like this. And I want you to just follow the way I paint. It's probably easier at the beginning, and then gradually you're gonna have your own way to paint. Like that. So something going on at the front, right? Okay, cool. And the background still looks good, so I don't want to do more than that. But instead, I don't want to keep the background over here, the top over here, like flat. You can see the color all the way flat, right? Because the same color. So how are we gonna change that feeling? I'm gonna take a little white. Maybe just put the white color in here. And the white color blend in with the color underneath. It will look just the light version of the color that you're seeing here. I'm gonna have that like this. Okay. Like that. Keep it a little bit interesting. Okay, I'm also going to have this color all the way coming to this side. This, maybe a little white over here too. I see that from the big flat shape, which is big shape, and gradually you can make it into smaller and more interesting in the shape. And this thing, I need to really cover it, so I have a little bigger color. Like this, cover that. That's a little bit too much, so I'm going to get the white color again and cover this. Okay, now I'm going to carry this color also coming down over here. I'm not rushing to going into the small definitions on the main object and the animal, but because that's just too easy. And should I keep those brown color over there, or just keep it like this? And I'm going to keep a little bit over here. It's just a few more minutes. Yeah. When we get to, should be very easy from here. I'm going to get a little yellow color right over here, and I'm going to have a little lighter value of the water coming like this. And I'm going to have this color also coming over here. Give a little suggestions. Like that. Okay. Now it's getting there. It's pretty good. And yes. All right. Now I'm going to go into the animal. I'm going to start adding the lighter value for the backlight. So I'm going to use a little smaller brush. What I'm going to do, I'm going to look at the color. It looks like pretty similar to this color. And the backlight is just brighter. Okay, I'm going to take this. I'm going to get the color thicker. I'm going to take this color up here. Ready? Like a light brown color. Here we go. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to start from the back over here. Just use the brush sideways. Just tap on it. you're still going to keep some of the color in the gap. Now I'm going to put the color like this and showing the backlight. Seeing the shape. Now I'm going to coming down over here. Let's apply that color. And the top over here, I'm going to have a little richer color. Yellow, red, and like a little brighter brown color. Now if you see that color a little bit richer, and I'm going to take this color right over here on top of the head. And then I'm going to need a little bit smaller brush. Now I'm going to go down to use this brush. Now here we go. When I take this color and then look for the details coming down like this. Over here. Here you go. And the eye, a little bit like this. I'm going to have this color a little bit thicker, so I'm going to put the brush a little bit lower. It just tap on it. Now the color stay there. So without scratching too much. Now the top over here should come a little bit more on this side. This is good. And for the top over here, I also going to tap it, have a little transition like this. Okay. And the bottom over here, I need to come back to use this brush, a little bit darker color over here, start over here. Now let's see. Let's take a look. I fan this brush a little bit, so I'm going to have it like this. Ready? For the hair. Suggesting look like the hair over here. That's fine. And a little color over here. And I'm also going to take the little darker color for the bottom over here. Look like a little bear coming down. This is good. Now I'm going to come back to the small brush. Now take a look. Yeah. I'm going to get a little bit cooler color. When I get a little bit lower, I'm going to take this color. Let's take a look. Right on the nose. Like this. A little smaller definitions. Now I'm going to come to here, add a little blue color into this mixture that go with for the horns. Okay, ready? Over here, there's a horn. Look at where is it? Pay attention to it. Right over here. I'm gonna put the color a little bit more, like that. Right over there. And on the other side, it's a little bit darker, so I'll take a little bit black color, and then over here, add a little horn. Like that. That's fine. And then take this dark color, also suggest a little bit better for the eye. And I add a little detail to it a little bit later, and it will be fine. Now, it looks like the animal that we're looking for, right? Now I come back over here, and let's finish it. So the bottom over here, I'm going to pick this color. We still have a little color over here. And there's actually a little gap open over here. And I'm going to have that come up. A little bit come up like this. You can see it through in the background, right? Now we're going to go into the detail. Now I'm going to use this small brush. You ready? To pick. I'm going to make the color really thick. So I'm going to take this color and ready. I'm going to use the side like this. Suggest the grass. Because this is the foreground. you do want to show enough suggestions because you're so close to the front over here. So you should be able to see a little bit clear, right? Over here too. I'm gonna take a little white color, like right over here. On the bison, on the horn, it actually seeing a little bit, very highlight right over here. Okay, just tap a little color there. Just like that. They're probably fine. And on the top over here, I have a little bit also a little lighter color right over here, like this. So as you see, you don't start from the detail, but when you get down to the details, everything's already set in place and they look fun. And you're not recreate a bison. You just capture the color and the shape so the people connect the experience with, oh, this is a bison. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do from here, I'm first going to do a little bit scratch a little bit, create a little bit texture. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the white color, mix it into here. Now we're ready. First, I'm going to do a little brown color here. Okay, this color. And take a little bit retarder. Okay, right over here. Ready, right here. Like this. There you go. Okay. And then I'm going to add a couple small shape lighter. And the people think about, oh my God, you're taking chances. Making art is about taking chances. Because you want to be creative, you don't just want to be producing, like being in the production. Now I'm going to take in a little bit more over here. Break out the shape a little bit. Now you want to squint your eye to see, is that too much? Or should I minimize a little bit? And on this side, I'm going to take a little bit darker color, like this color. Okay, so I'm going to add a few lines over here in front of the lighter color with the water. Okay, like this. Now you're adding interest into the painting. Okay, now what we're gonna do, it's almost done. So I'm gonna take a little light color over here too, to suggest that. And in case you're kind of feeling there's a little bit too thick, those lines, do you know what you can do? You're gonna mix a little dark color, right? Mix a little dark color, the black and the red and a little blue color. Okay, you ready? Now, is this color a little bit too thick? And you can actually cut it back. But you don't want to have a little bit too soft transition. So you can cut it back a little bit like that. and will look a little bit more as the grass. When you get it to this point, the rest is just take a little time to give it some adjustment, and the painting would be the way you want it.